Hey guys, I know how much you've been missing mug shots, so here's mug shot 16 for you. And I just want you to use proofreading marks to make your corrections. And just remember that MUG stands for mechanics, usage, and grammar, and that does include spelling. So, alright, I'll start by reading each sentence as they are written. Each candidate should report all of their income irregardless of where the money came from. Super wrong. We'll come back to that. The second one, when people have heart attacks, you experience pain in the left arm. Definitely some issues going on there too. Okay, so in the top one, the first thing I want to point out that we can do is get rid of the word each here because we don't really need that. It's not necessary. We can start with candidate, except we wouldn't say candidate should, right? So we're going to need to make that plural. Just put that there and show that we're inserting an S. Candidates. And instead of saying should, we're going to go ahead and change that to must. So candidates must report all of their income, and we need a comma here. And irregardless is not a word, so we're just going to get rid of the prefix ir so that it's just regardless. Okay? Regardless of where the money came from. Well, we can't end a sentence in a preposition like from. Okay? So we're just going to mark out all of this, regardless of, and then mark out this whole phrase and say regardless of the money's source, which is another way of saying where the money came from, but we are avoiding ending the sentence in the preposition. So the new and improved version says candidates must report all of their income regardless of the money source, which I think we can all agree sounds better and the message is much clearer. Okay, again, so we need to capitalize the C, add an S to make candidates plural, change should to must. We've got a comma here after income. Get rid of the IR and change irregardless, not a word, to regardless. And instead of saying all this, where the money came from, and ending in a preposition, which you can't do, you would just say the money's source. Okay, and don't forget your apostrophe here to show the possession over the money's source. Okay, all right. Feel free to message me if you have questions about any of these. So for the second one, when people have heart attacks, here when you read that, you almost have that natural pause there. When people have heart attacks, pause because we need a comma. Would it make sense to say when people have heart attacks, you experience pain in the left arm? No, because what happened there is the point of view changed, and we went from third person people to second person you, and that is a no-no. So we can say when people have heart attacks, they experience pain in the left arm. Okay, there's only one more correction here. I bet you can see it if you look really closely. We have a spelling mistake. That's right, the word experience. Okay, so I'm going to put a little SP there, and then I'll just go ahead and mark out the word and spell it correctly for you. EXPERIENCE. So now the new and improved version of sentence 2 for this week. When people have heart attacks, they experience pain in the left arm. And we had to put this comma here, boys and girls, because this is what's called a complex sentence. Okay? It's a complex sentence because we have one dependent clause with one independent clause. Fun fact, if you were to invert the order of these two clauses and start with the second half, you wouldn't need a comma. But that's probably too much information for right now, so don't worry about that. Just leave it as it is and put the comma there and know that we need that pause there because we have a dependent clause before our independent clause. Again, that's a complex sentence. Okay, feel free to message me if you have any questions. Oh, and one last thing. I miss you all so much. And take care. Bye.